Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to the championship here between the Valley City Highlanders and alongside the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville. Marion. This is the 2025 Girls Basketball Barnes County Tournament here on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes, and welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, where the Highlanders looking for back-to-back BCT Girls Basketball Championships, while for the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos looking for their first since 2021. We'll take a break. When we continue with more after this, let you know how both the Lobos and the Highlanders got to this point and what's going to be the matchup between these two teams around the corner. That is next in Valley City.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we dive into the matchup a little bit more here between LaMoure-Litchville Marion and alongside the Valley City Highlanders here today on yourliveevent.com. As going back through this tournament for Valley City, a 58-34 win over Northern Cass. Well, for LaMoure-Litchville Marion, upended Maple River by a final of 57-52. For Valley City, Katie Bircher was nearly unstoppable in their win against the Jags. 29 points, had 9 rebounds on 13 of 16 shooting from the floor, and went 3 of 3 from the free throw line as well for the Valley City Highlanders in their win against Northern Cass. Also a productive game on the way with 8 points for Maddie Freeze with a couple of made three-pointers, and Dakota Potratz also with 9 points in the contest as well. Well, for LaMoure-Litchville Marion, their 5-point win against Maple River, and 3 players in double digits led by the 18 of Annika Lesko. Lesko 18 points, 3 rebounds, a double-double by Nora Delabar, 16 points, 10 boards, efficient on 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. 14 points for Addie Smith with 6 rebounds as well. Addie Smith with 14 points in the win for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Again, that was a look at what happened yesterday here on your live event.com as well. Earlier today, 7th place game, South Border over Warwick 47-15. Consolation championship went to Enderlin 38-35, and the 3rd place game just finishing up moments ago, Maple River with a 57-44 win over Northern Cass. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about some of the players to watch out for in this matchup between the Highlanders and the Lobos. That is next on your liveevent.com.
Growers, Prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to DickeyMarionINS.com or call 701-669-2330.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we come back here on our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, the interesting matchup when you go up against Valley City. Obviously on the interior is going to be a Katie Burchell and a Sky Nielsen. Well, the Lobos, they got some post presence as well with the pair of Delabars of Nora and Julia, Monica Lesko and Addie Robbins. So they're going to throw probably those four at them. But then the question becomes, how do you try to slow down Dakota Potrats, able to see a Maddie Freeze, Glant coming off the bench, or alongside of Suffolk. The matchups with the Jada Smiths, the Addie Smiths as well, will be interesting to see how this one kind of plays out with those two particularly since Jada Smith went up against Violet Richmond yesterday and kind of face-guarded her with what we saw a little bit on that particular matchup. The biggest thing, if you're LaMoure-Litchville Marion, how much can you make it one and done against Valley City and see if you can force them to force it over you? And the other thing is, can he control the rock enough against a full court pressure defense that's going to be coming with some length and athleticism as well? Going to be an interesting matchup. The Division B second-ranked team in LaMoure-Litchville Marion at 2-0 on the season. Head coach is Ben Holland against the number one rated team in Division A from Valley City. Head coach is Jimmy Howard at 2-0 on this season as well. Winner wins the BCT Tournament Championship. Loser drops to 2-1. On this season. We come back, starting lineups and the opening tip. That is next here in Valley City.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you, from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download the app to make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. And with winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. LaMoure Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear and gifts for everyone in the family. Don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products. Located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more, go to LaMourDrugstore.com, LaMourDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to LaMoure Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hot Shot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their Sweet Pickins section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, again, it's the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos and the Valley City Highlanders here on our pregame show. As we'll have 4 8-minute quarters on the clock, 35-second shot clock to work with. The Lobos, after tonight, they will play at Ellendale on Tuesday to open up their district play. So far, wins over Richland and Maple River. Well, for Valley City, they will host the Kindred Vikings for their first Region A girls basketball contest. For the Lobos and LaMoure-Litchville Marion, head coach is Ben Holen, averaging 58 points per game defensively, giving up 42. They'll roll like this. Jada Smith, a sophomore guard. Also from there, Addie Smith, the junior guard. The sisters here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. From there, Nora Delabar, the senior forward, the NDSU track and field commit. Anna Kolesko, a junior forward here. Julia Delabar, the younger sister of Nora, the junior center here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Also, the daughters of assistant coach, that is Andy Delabar. Again, a pair of Smiths, a pair of Delabars, and Lesko here for the Lobos. As we turn our attention now to the Highlanders of Valley City. Valley City head coach is Jimmy Howard with the mark of 2-0 on the season, averaging 63.5 points per game offensively, defensively, giving up 49.5 points per contest. The 5'7 senior Maddie Freeze with a 5'10 senior forward Katie Koka, the VCSU volleyball commit. The 5'10 senior guard Dakota Potratz, followed by Katie Burchell, the 6-foot junior forward. And then rounding out the starting five, the 5'11 sophomore is Sky Nielsen here for Valley City. Freeze, Koka, Potratz, Burchell, and Nielsen, the Highlanders at 2-0 here on the season. That is our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. Go online to IrieINS.com. That again is IrieINS.com today. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the Barnes County Tournament girls basketball coverage here this week in Valley City. And we'll get to the boys coverage coming up on January the 6th here as well in the city of Bridges, as the Highlanders and the Lobos ready to tip this one off. As Valley City and LaMoure-Litchville Marion will also play later this year in Lemoore for a girls basketball tilt. The Highlanders in their white uniforms, the Columbia blue, Valley City across the front, while for the Lobos in their black uniforms, white numerals and lettering outlined in red with the white attire. 7:47, and the girls basketball tournament is underway, and we'll get a jump between Lesko and Koka. And I think we're going to get a re-jump with those two, as it never was officially a ball. So put this on your bingo card here for the BCT. We'll have two separate people have a re-jump now with Koka and Lesko after it was never officially possessed by opponents. Nora Delabar will see it in the front court. Lesko, man pressure defense by Valley City. Lesko taking the ball screen here, takes a couple of them. Jumper from three is off the mark, no good. Rebound will be out of bounds off of a shin off of Valley City. As the Highlanders will see this one here to play some defense. Lesko to inbound it. Left-handed side, that'll work its way around. Open jumper, Addie Smith is up, halfway in and out, no good. Rebound, Delabar, put back, can't get it to go. Another board for Delabar, and she gets fouled. Nora Delabar gets the free throw line to shoot two upcoming here. The foul will be assessed on Maddie Freeze. Her first, team's first of the contest, and two free throws on the way. As now you'll see Nora Delabar, 4-7 from the free throw line at the tournament will hit the first one. 12 of 21 from the stripe for LaMoure-Litchville Marion yesterday against Maple River. They hit 3 threes. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Delabar is up and good. First 2 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard goes to the Lobos here. First crack at it now with Dakota Potratz. Potratz with the basketball, driving, hanging, shot is up, no good. Rebound Birchall, now to Coca. Coca will see it here up and over. Delabar comes in, Birchall hits the deck, and this will be a turnover as the Lobos will handle it the other side of the floor. With the basketball, it's going to be Addie Smith. Smith to the right-handed side. Ball goes on the interior. Lobos with it. Delabar bounce pass to Lesko. A block shot coming here, and there's a foul on Nora. This one might be a roller derby tonight with how these two teams are going to play physical. Bring the shoulder, elbow pads, and everything else you can think of. Foul will be assessed on LaMoure-Litchville Marion there first. Foul will be on Julia Delabar. That'll be her first. And now the Highliners will handle it here with Dakota Potratz. Sky Nielsen will bring it in the front court. Well, she's able to do so here at the left wing with it now to Maddie Freeze up and over on the pass. Fronting the entire time was Julia Delabar, and a turnover as the Lobos will handle this one now in the front court. Addie Smith with the basketball, right-handed side, takes the screen. Smith to the paint. There's a block shot by Birchall, and it'll come down eventually here for Valley City. Freeze, baseball pass on the home run to Coca through her hands, and a turnover for the Highliners. Valley City 2 games so far with wins over Devils Lake and Northern Cass. The Lobos 2 games with wins over Richland and Maple River. Division A Valley City against Division B LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Lobos break the press, had a chance with numbers with Jada Smith, but thought better of it. Reverse it now to Addie. Addie with a teardropper inside the paint for 2. 4-0 start for LaMoure-Litchville Marion here in the first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Dakota Potratz crossing over, looking for a teammate, finds one to Birchall. Birchall able to skip it to Freeze. Freeze at the left baseline, up off the mark, no good. Rebound to Addie Smith. Smith will see it now as Potratz nearly got the steal. Delabar to Lesko. Lesko's going to drive. Good defense by Nielsen, but Lesko able to split the double for 2. Hanukkah Lesko becomes a third Lobo in the scoring column here. It's all LLM early in the opening 2 minutes. Potratz to the right wing. With it now is Freeze. Man pressure defense. Lobo's going to pack it in the paint when they can. Freeze with the basketball. Gives it to Birchall. High post touch to Coca. Steps into a 3 for Katie. Tickles a twine from 19-9. Coca with the triple here for the Highliners. Lesko with it now to Smith. Up and over on the pass. That'll go to Addie. Bounce pass. Delabar. Nora left in a layup for 2. Nora Delabar with 4 points here. It's 8-3 Lobos. Back and forth we go in this Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament Championship tilt. Nielsen left and inside to Coca. Coca at the left wing, taking the rub screen. Back up top to Birchall. Birchall able to reverse it right-handed side to Potratz. Potratz taking the screen here inside the paint. Potratz with it to Coca, now to Nielsen. Nielsen left of the key for 3. Got it to go. Sky Nielsen with the 3. The second one for the Highliners as they lead it or trail it here by 2. Lesko up the far side. That'll go to Jada Smith. Now to Addie. Addie going to go right to the paint, and Addie lost it on the way up, but off of a Highliner. Might have been last touch by Freeze, but able to see this one coming in as both teams settling in nicely here into this championship tilt. Addie Smith on the baseline to inbound the basketball here. Bounce pass off the hands of Julia Delabar. Turnover as Sky Nielsen will come away with it. Potratz bounce pass looking for Freeze in the paint. Good hands defensively by Jada Smith as Addie came away with it. Lesko weaving her way. There's a foul here on the reach. Ron Nundell, part of our officiating crew here, will see the fouls on Dakota Potratz. It'll be her first, team's second. And the Lobos to inbound the basketball here with Smith. Smith on the baseline. Stees this one to the left. Back to Lesko here. Lesko at the left wing, free throw line extended, left of the key, taking the dribble. Shot is up by Smith, is short. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Valley City with the basketball. Nice crowd here on this Friday night, particularly with the boys team from Valley City down in Milner going up against the Bulldogs of Sargent County. Potrat's right-handed side gives it to Freeze. Freeze at the right wing with the rock, looking for a ball screen, taking a couple of dribbles here. And this one, Freeze with it off the window, good for two. As we saw, Jada Smith trying to get the stop, and Freeze eventually gets the 2 points, first tie of the ball game here at 8 apiece. Smith leaves it, that'll go to Jada. Back to Nora Delabar here, right wing to Lesko. Lesko sees this one, Burchell gets on the floor. It's still loose, and eventually the Lobos will see it be an over and back violation. Last touch off of LaMoure-Litchville Marion. And this will be a turnover here on the Lobos. That'll be their second turnover here of the contest as Valley City now with Dakota Potrats to inbound it. Gives it to Nielsen, and this will be a foul on someone as Delabar was trying to get through the screen as Burchell hit the deck. Foul will be on the Lobos here of Nora Delabar, her first, team second. Been a fun matchup so far with Nielsen and Burchell to see against the Delabar sisters here and what they've been able to do as Nielsen sees this one and Lesko bats it right back. Turnover here on the Highlanders, their fourth. Smith in the front court, that's Jada, guarded by Coca here, back up top to Addie Smith. 8 apiece, 5 minutes in. Lesko on the inside, good help by Burchell. It's loose eventually, and Nielsen comes away with it. Nielsen with the basketball, up the floor to Potrats. Potrats on the inside, goes to left block, off the window for two. It's the first lead for the Highliners, coming under the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. Lesko with the basketball, triple team coming, and a timeout for Ben Holen. We'll break with him, 2:44 to play in the opening quarter. Highliners lead it by 2.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender at Bank North. And that's banknorth.bank. Valley City 10-8 here over LaMoure-Litchville Marion with 2:44 left to play in the opening quarter as Nora Delabar will inbound the basketball here as they will handle it for the Lobos, trailing it by 2 in the front court after the timeout by Ben Holen. They'll have their original starting 5 in the game again for the Lobos. Ball will go in the interior. Delabar trying to rip it through it. Burchell tie up in the arrow will make its way towards Valley City. So Sky Nielsen now will handle the rock. You got Potrats with Freeze, Burchell, and Coca here for the Highliners. Their original starting 5 as well. Lobos got up to a 6-0 lead, and since then Valley City after the Coca three-pointer really have settled in nicely. Look at the spin move by Potrats, just can't finish. Rebound though for Dakota. Potrats back to Coca, extra fine to Freeze. She'll launch the rainbow three-pointer is short, and the Lobos will come up with it with Addie Smith. Smith finds it to Jada. Jada with the basketball, now to Lesko. Lesko at the right wing, she's going to attack the paint to Delabar. Block shot by Burchell. Ball's going to be loose, out of bounds, and it will be Valley City basketball. Really good block shot by Katie Burchell to come across and get the block on Delabar. It was a loose ball and eventually would end up in the hands here of Valley City. As the Highlanders will make a substitution as Kinsley Glant, the 5'7 sophomore, will check in for Valley City. As Glant brings this one in, that'll go to Burchell on the interior. Shot is up off the mark, no good. Lesko with a defensive rebound. Lobos with a chance to tie or take the lead here with 1:40 left to play in the quarter. Lesko right-handed side, good hedge by Nielsen. Bounce pass to Delabar who lost it. Lesko able to punch at it, and it's a turnover here for the Lobos. Valley City with Sky Nielsen put with the pass to Coca who spins, shot no. Nielsen grabs it from one hand and then gets fouled on her way back up. Good offensive rebound here for Sky Nielsen. Foul will be assessed on Julia Delabar, her second team's third with Addie Robbins set to come in. And then you have Kaylee Nielsen here for the Highliners. Free throw attempt for Sky is going to go long. Sky with 3 points so far in the game. As Katie Burchell will get a quick breather here with 1:25 to play in the quarter. Julia Delabar with those 2 fouls will check out with Addie Robbins, a senior forward, coming in. Right-handed toss on the way for Nielsen is in and out, no good. Good rebound here for Nora Delabar. Lesko up and over, finds Robbins, but through her hands and a turnover for the Lobos. We got them down for 5 so far in this first quarter of play. Winner improves to 3-0 on the season. Loser drops to 2-1. Another Division A versus Division B matchup. Saw Division B Maple River pick up a win over Division A Northern Cass in the third place game earlier tonight. Here it's Division A Valley City up by 2. Koka's going to drive, lost it. Lesko will come away with it, but quickly the Highliners immediately set up the full court pressure defense. Addie Smith in the front court finds it to Jada. Jada rips it through on the baseline, able to get this one off the rim, no good. Rebound to Sky Nielsen. Highliners with a couple of dribbles here with Freeze. Freeze, good defense by the Lobos by Smith. Up the floor to Addie after the find by Jada and a foul for Glantz. Kinsley with her first, team's third, and 2 free throws on the way here for Addie Smith. 5 of 8 from the free throw line here in the tournament for the junior guard. Chance to tie at the free throw line here for the Lobos. Lobos so far from the stripe. We'll see their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts. Able to hit that one. Substitutionist Kinley Suffolcool will check in for Maddie Freeze. Suffolcool heading to VCSU coming up in the fall. Play a little collegiate volleyball with her teammate in Koka. 2nd free throw attempt in and out, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Highliner basketball. Substitution checking in will be Lily Kramer, the junior guard here for Ben Holand's club, as Jada Smith will take a quick breather on the bench. Valley City will see this one with Glant in the front court. About a half-second differential between shot clock and game clock, if that, here to end the quarter. Suffolcool right-handed side. This one will go to Nielsen. That's Kaylee, now to Sky. She'll come into a 15-footer. Sky Nielsen now with 5. Highliners lead it by 3. Lesko takes the dribble. With it now is Addie Smith with 5 seconds. Smith bounce pass across the paint to Delabar to beat the horn. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's how we'll end this first quarter of play. A good one in the opening 8 minutes of the BCT Championship. Valley City 12, LaMoure-Litchville Marion 11. When we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
In 10 minutes.
Chaos.
Did you answer that email yet?
Decisions.
What if I make the wrong choice?
The weight of moving crushes.
Dad, I need a ride to practice.
Stress follows you. And the dream of a new beginning feels out of reach. Find peace. Hire the team at RE/MAX now. Visit FindRealtyNow.com. Yeah.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today. A university that knows your name. Personal relationships with your professors. The tools to help you succeed. That's Valley City State University. Trusted name, affordable degrees. Visit today.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. A 12-11 lead here for Valley City over at LaMoure-Litchville Marion here in the championship game. The Lobos with 6 points of Nora Delabar, while for Valley City led by the 5 points of Sky Nielsen. Highliners of 2 threes, one by Nielsen, one by Koka. The Lobos so far have yet to hit a 3 in the game, but they're 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Annika Lesko here at the top of the key. Lesko drive kick, left-handed side. Smith with a high-ranging three-pointer, no. Trying to save it as Delabar, she runs into her own teammate and kind of has a smile on as her and Jada Smith both hit the deck to be all right. 7:47 left to play here in the first half. Two teams in this top 5 in their respective divisions here, with the Highlanders number 1 in A and the Lobos number 2 in B. Number 1 in B, the defending champs in Benson County, the Wildcats. With the basketball, here goes Nielsen on the baseline. She lost it. Saving it, though, is Glad. Extra find to Potratz. Free throw line jumper on the way off the backboard for 2. I don't know if you call it or not, but it still works as 2 points. It's 14-11. With it, now it's going to be Jada Smith. Smith takes the dribble, looks for Lesko. Potratz gets the steal instead. Left-handed side goes Glant. Glant with the floater from the baseline. Can't get it. Rebound to Delabar. That's Julia. Lobos will handle it now with Addie Smith. Smith weaving her way inside the paint. Finds it to Lesko. Deep 3 from the left wing. Rim rattle out. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Highliner basketball. 6-0 lead to start for the Lobos, tied at 8, and since been tied at 8, it's been Valley City with the advantage here in this first half of play. Glant will bring to the front court. Lobos have gone man-to-man defense exclusively so far here tonight. Glant with the pick and roll, looking for Nielsen. That's Kaylee Nielsen, and a turnover as Delabar will come away with the steal, and that's Nora. Monica Lesko crossing over right to left, taking the ball screen here. Lesko to the left baseline. Lobos trying to get it on the interior, skip it right-hand side. Here goes Jada Smith with a jumper for 2. A sophomore, Jada Smith in the scoring column. Lobos back within 1. Glant will cross the VCSU Viking emblem here at center court, right-handed side to Potratz. Potratz handling this one here at the right wing, taking the screen. Potratz on the pick and roll, and bodies nearly collide with each other, and Lesko gets the steal. Lesko in the front court, left-handed dribble. Lesko going to drive on Potratz. Double team comes. Lesko with the spin. Back up top as they work it to Jada. Jada to the right wing now to Julia Delabar. Looking for the cross cutter. Finds it to Smith. Extra find to Addie. Now to Lesko for the lead. 3 is in and out, no good. Rebound, though, coming to Delabar. Julia Delabar to Smith. Nora Delabar posting up, able to spin on the inside. Nice move here, and this one rattles in for 2. Nora Delabar's got 8. The Lobos lead by 1. Second chance opportunities. A little patient offense there for the Lobos. They cash in. Valley City trying to answer here with Kaylee Nielsen to Glant. Ball gets skipped right-handed side. Suffolk right pocket 3. That'll go short. Rebound to Jada Smith. Double team now to Delabar. Julia able to find Nora up the floor to Addie Smith. Smith at the right wing. Free throw line extended for the Lobos. Finds a cutting Julia Delabar. Delabar with a step. Bounce pass up top now to Nora. Nice move to the paint. Off the window. Count it for 2. Nora Delabar with 10. A chance to make it 11 at the line. Nice move by Delabar to get the and one opportunity. Foul coming here on Kaylee Nielsen. Her first, team's first. Substitutions as Freeze will check back in. Also, you got Suffolk, Burchell, Sky Nielsen, and Potratz on the floor here for Valley City. Free throw attempt on the way for Nora Delabar is up. This one will hit the iron a couple times. It's loose. Nora Delabar with it up and over to Lesko. Lesko from the left block, no. Rebound tipped, and Sky Nielsen comes away with it. Potratz up the floor, has numbers. It's a 2-on-1. Potratz bounce pass Suffolk back to Dakota. Rips it through, right-handed layup for 2. Potratz has 6. The Highlanders back within 1. These two teams trading punches here in this first half. With it now is Addie Smith. Bounce pass across the way. Sky Nielsen able to kick that one off her shin out of bounds. 17-16, 4:33 left to play here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in quarter number 2 as Addie Robbins will come in. Checking out of the contest will be Julia Delabar. Lobos to inbound the basketball here with Addie Smith. High competitive basketball here as Lesko with a little V-cup. Bounce pass to Robbins. It's still loose. Eventually, Jada Smith comes up with it. Smith to Robbins here at the right wing. Robbins open. College range 3 coming. This one will go long. A rebound with Freeze, and then eventually a foul. Suffolk and Jada Smith were going for the loose ball. Looks like this one will be on Jada. It will be her first, team's first of the second quarter. And now it's the Highlanders with Sky Nielsen with the basketball here. As we'll see a quick little tying of the shoelaces here for Katie Burchell to allow everybody to grab their breath at center court. Lobos will take the full court pressure defense. After one quarter, play was the Highlanders at 12-11 with the advantage. Still a 1-point game, just switched on the team that has the lead. And Dakota Potratz lost the basketball here. Lobos will see this in the front court as they do with Addie Smith. Smith at the right wing, taking the ball screen here by Delabar. Smith to the paint, block shot coming by Nielsen. Burchell was also there defensively. Potratz up the floor to Suffolk. Suffolk slows it up. Then we'll shoot. Short rebound, Sky. Putback, yes. Sky Nielsen, that was 7. And the Highlanders lead it by 1. Diamond and 1 full court press by Valley City. Smith up and over to Robbins. And a foul. That's probably not the worst thing, as it could have been an easy layup for the Lobos. Foul will be assessed on Sky Nielsen, her first, team second. That's one of those good fouls. If you don't commit it there, it would have been a 2-on-1 for the Lobos the other way. 3:45 to play before we get to the half. Take a look at the first half numbers. A game that's gone 22 minutes so far here inside the bubble. Addie Smith into the front court here. Valley City's gone man pressure defense in the half court so far tonight. Lesko top of the key. Leaves it right-handed side to Jada Smith. Smith, couple left-handed dribbles in the paint. Koka and Nielsen go straight up and they get the block. Now to Potratz. Potratz wanting to run to Freeze. Freeze at the right block. Step through, saw the defender go up, and Freeze finishes for 2. Maddie Freeze has 4, and a timeout here for Coach Olin. Will break as well. Highlanders lead it by 3 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Taking a look at the Lobo bench after the timeout, brought to you in part by Bank North with Coach Ben Holen here. That's their second. It's a 6-0 run by the Highlanders after trailing at 17-14. Able to get a couple of stops, a couple of buckets here, and all of a sudden they're playing with a 3-point lead with just over 3 minutes to play in the half. Full court pressure defense. Koka got a mid on it, and then Koka will still handle it in the front court now for the Highlanders. Valley City looking for a made possession to get up by 2 possessions. Sky Nielsen will step into a college range 3 off the iron. Rebound comes down to Nora Delabar. Delabar up and over on the pass to Lesko. That was dangerous. Lesko, though, will come up with it. Bounce pass to Smith. The length and athleticism here for Valley City has been the reason why they went 24-2 and won a state title last year. Brought everybody back outside of Greta Govan from that title team this year. They got lofty aspirations again this season. Smith left-handed side. Jada now to Delabar. I'll go Nora here. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Nora's going to drive. Nora off the window. Good for 2. Nora Delabar has 12, and she finishes with the left hand as Potratz was trying to throw up a little bit of defense there. Potratz at the left wing. This one will go to Burchell. Nice give and go to Potratz, and there's a foul on the floor. Lobos will pick up their second team foul of the quarter. Movement without the basketball does wonders. Foul will be on Addie Smith, her first. As the Lobos able to bring back into the game Julia Delabar, Zonica Lesko will check out here. And we'll see a fresh 35 on the shot clock as Freeze will inbound it. Freeze will see this one to Potratz. Left wing 3 is up and in. The southpaw, Dakota Potratz, now with 9. Highlanders lead it by 4. Addie Smith finds Jada. Jada to Robbins. Robbins to Delabar. Delabar to Delabar. And this is going to be a block shot by Burchell. Well, they made about 3 passes. The ball never touched the ground. They nearly got the layup, but good defense again by the Highliners. Sometimes not even the block shots by Valley City's defense. It's the deflections. It's the maybe second chance clutching or trying to avoid some contact that can make it difficult. Smith on the inbounds here for Addy. Got to get it in before a 5 count does open. Lesko able to get by Freeze. Right-handed layup, and there it is again on the hand by Burchell. Ball out of bounds, and it will be LLM basketball. And Lesko has shown that she can shoot the 3, and she's willing to take it, so Freeze came out and closed on her. If the backside defense there for Burchell wasn't there, that would have been an easy layup for Lesko. Annika now up top. Leaves it in the hands of Addie Smith. Smith crossing over right to left, gets inside the paint. Smith with the attempt, and she's fouled. Burchell or Potratz. Looks like it's going to be on Burchell. Her first, team's third. 2 free throws upcoming here for Addie Smith. 3 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far here tonight for Smith, as she will be shooting 2 shot attempts. Free throws up and free throws off the mark, no good. Second one to try to make it a 1-possession game. Free throw attempt number 2 is up, and it's good. So Smith now with 4. Lobos back within 3 with 95 seconds to play here in the half. Potratz, top of the key, left-handed side to Freeze. Freeze at the left wing, on the high post, able to spin. Freeze to the paint, block shot. Burchell will stay with it. She gets fouled and count it. That's the first field goal of the night for Katie Burchell after having a 29-point performance last night. Burchell with the end one. Foul will be assessed on Jada Smith here, her second, team's third, and Burchell. Free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Highliners lead it by 6. Lobos able to get it in. Delabar, bounce pass, Lesko as Freeze pokes the ball away. Good job by Julia Delabar to chase it down. I'm not sure how many times you'll tell Jimmy Howard that Katie Burchell wouldn't score until about 90 seconds left in the half. Able to take the lead here at 26-20. Looking at where the shot clock is. And the game clock is where they're currently at. So the officials will talk it over here with 1:23 left to play in the half of where the shot clock should be set. After it was inbounded with 14 seconds, they got the ball up the floor. Might add a couple of seconds on the shot clock here. We'll see. And they do. They add it to 28 seconds. Let's go to inbound this one to Addie Smith. Smith here at the top of the key. Man pressure defense by the Highliners. Delabar taking a couple of dribbles. Leaves it left-handed side. There goes Addie Smith. Rainbow 3, nothing but twine. Smith now with 7. Lobos back within 3. Potratz up and over on the pass to Koka. Koka inside looking for Burchell. Foul on the floor. This would be the third on Juliet Delabar, team's 4th. As Robbins will check in now for the Lobos. Competitive basketball here tonight between these two teams, and a pretty good one as well for that third place game when you take a look at Division A versus Division B matchups here this evening in the BCT tournament. Ball will go left wing. Potratz 3-pointer. That'll go long. Rebound tap. Burchell will come up with it. Burchell put back off the window. No. Burchell then sees it on the deck. Sky Nielsen to Freeze. Freeze at the left wing. Free throw line extended. Finds a cutting Potratz. Going straight up was Delabar. Reverse it now to Koka. She'll step into a 3. This will go along. Another body hits the floor. That's Burchell and Potratz. And we'll see a foul here for Smith and 2 free throws for one number 10. Foul will be on the opposite number 10. As Addie Smith picks up her second, team's 5th. Free throws upcoming for Potratz here in Valley City. Tell you what, I have some black and blue marks later tonight and tomorrow morning with these two teams muscling between each other, trying to get the loose ball. 9 points on the way for Potratz, trying to become the first Highliner in double digits here tonight. And also get up by 2 possessions. Misses free throw attempt number 1. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Potratz. The second one is also short. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch off of Sky Nielsen. This game, not just from a basketball condition, but maybe a mental condition, also kind of testing your fortitude a little bit here, where you come in the paint, you better be ready to bring it. As the Lobos taking a couple of dribbles, this will be Lesko right-handed side to Jada Smith. Smith back up top to Addie as they can set up the offense. About a second and a half between the shot clock and the game clock here. Robbins to Delabar, and Delabar will be caught traveling with the basketball. That'll be turnover number 7. 18.4 seconds left to play in the quarter, as they'll see it here for Valley City. Highliners of Potrats in the front court. Left-handed side, Birchall, high-low game to Nielsen. Double kick to Freeze. Freeze back to Nielsen. Nielsen spins on the baseline over Robbins. In and out, no good. Ball tapped out to Coca. 3 seconds to Potrats, top of the key. Can't get it, and the putback by Birchall as she is fouled as time expires. 2 free throws upcoming for Birchall, and they'll put .2 potentially on the clock here. We'll see. Regardless, Katie Birchall just kind of came out of nowhere, got the loose ball, put it back up, and collects a foul, and she'll go to the free throw line. As they're going to make sure they put time back on the clock here, the foul will be assessed on Nora Delabar, her second. Free throws will be coming here for Birchall. Free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Highlanders convert here with Katie, now with 4 points. That is the margin. Second free throw attempt for Birchall is also good. That'll do it for our first half of play. Valley City, 16 points in quarter number 2. For Lobos, they would finish with 12 points here in the second. At the half on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Highlanders lead it by 5. Halftime show is coming up next.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to DickeyMarionINS.com or call 701-669-2330.
As we come back here on the half, it's 28-23 Valley City here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes with you as we take a look at the first half numbers for the Lobos here. They're shooting 9 of 24 shooting from the floor in the opening half. While for Valley City, they're 11 of 28 shooting from the floor so far in the opening 16 minutes of play. Highlanders again lead at 28-23. Valley City, 3 of 9 from the three-point line, 3 of 7 from the stripe. Rebounds, 16, assists with 7 and 9 turnovers. Well, for the Lobos so far, they're 1 of 8 from beyond the arc, 4 of 7 from the stripe, 11 rebounds, 4 assists to 10 turnovers here for the Lobos. Highliners, Dakota Potrats with 9 points on 4 of 8 shooting from the floor. Potrats also with 3 steals in the contest. From there, 7 points for Sky Nielsen and 3 rebounds. You have 5 points on the way for Katie Burchell with 7 boards. 4 points for Maddie Freeze and 3 points for Katie Koka here tonight for Valley City. The Lobos led by the 10 points and 4 rebounds of Nora Delabar and 4 of 6 shooting from the floor. 7 points for Addie Smith with 2 rebounds as well. 2 points for Anna Kolesko, 2 points for Julia Delabar, and 2 points for Jada Smith here with a rebound here for the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. After one quarter of play, it was Valley City with 12 points. Then they had 16 in the second. Lobos with 11 points in the first quarter and 12 points in quarter number 2 as well. At the half, again, it's 28-23. LaMoure-Litchville Marion trailing it by 5 against Valley City on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll recap what happened earlier in the day here from the BCT.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download the app to make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. And with winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. LaMoure Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear and gifts for everyone in the family. Don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products. Located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com, LaMoureDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
As we come back here, here's what happened earlier today on the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. 7th place game went to the South Border Mustangs, 47-15 over Warwick. Warwick led by the 11 points of Isabella Bear, while for South Border led by the 11 points of Megan Munson here with 10 rebounds as well. For the Enderlin Eagles, they were able to top and fend off Weimar-Lidgewood 38-35 as the Enderlin Eagles, 2 players in double digits with Jenna Olsen and also Karina Olsen as they combined for 26 points, 15 for Jenna, 11 for Karina. Warbirds led by Paisley Urbis with 16 points and 12 rebounds. She had herself a really nice tournament here for Weimar-Lidgewood. And in the 3rd place game, Maple River winners over Northern Cass 57-44. Violet Richmond scored 15 of her 26 points in the 4th quarter. 16 again of her 26 points in the 4th quarter. She would finish 9 of 17 shooting from the floor. Richmond with 26, 10 for Hovelson, 10 for Kaloran. Northern Cass led by the 17 points of Kaden Huzar. Very efficient, 7 of 10 shooting from the floor, and she had 3 3-pointers as well, 17 points and 5 rebounds for Cadence Huzar. That's a look at what happened earlier today for the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. A reminder, after the conclusion of this game is done, we will get to the free throw champ, the Sportsmanship Award, and then our all Barnes County Girls Basketball team, and hear from members of the winning team as well. So make sure you stay tuned for the awards presentation, which will be coming up after the conclusion of this girls basketball title game between the Highlanders and the Lobos. At the half, Valley City led by the 9 points of Dakota Potrats, while for the Lobos led by the 12 of North Delabar. Back with second half action next year at the City of Bridges.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to LaMoure Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hot Shot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their Sweet Pickins section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. The Division A #1 team of the state in Valley City with the advantage here over the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion, the #2 team in the state, 28-23. Chase Miller alongside with Joey Hughes with you here coming up, as we'll see this one for the Valley City Highlanders as they will inbound the basketball, as they will have Freeze with Potrats, Nielsen, Burchell, and alongside Coca here tomorrow night. With it, or here tonight with it, it's going to go Smith the other side of the floor, right-handed layup, can't get it, ball gets deflected out of bounds, and it will be Lobo basketball. Let's go with a pair of Delabars and a pair of Smiths on the floor here for the Lobos. Lobos looking to inbound it as they do. They'll give it left and inside to Nora Delabar. Delabar to Smith, driving in this one by Burchell, able to rip it away after the attempt by Addy. Lesko, couple of dribbles, able to spin inside, hanging, shooting off the window for two. Nice move for Annika Lesko there to finish with two. She's got four, and the Lobos back within one possession. Ball goes left-handed side. Potrats open is Coca. Coca left pocket three coming. That'll go long. Rebound here for the Lobos. That'll be Addie Smith. Smith up the floor to Lesko. Lesko saves it before it goes out of bounds in the baseline. Lobos able to reverse this ball around the horn. That'll go to Jada Smith. Smith inside from 10 long. Rebound to Potrats. Up and down the floor we go here in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Championship. Potrats to Freeze. Freeze at the left wing. Free throw line extended. Now to Burchell. Burchell taking a driving kick. Coca with it. Back to Burchell on the inside. Good help. Kick though to Freeze is open. Three. Book it. That's where the Highlanders become dangerous. You double down. If their guards start making threes, they become ever so much difficult to defend, and there will be a body foul. It's to be on Maddie Freeze, and it is her second, team's first here of the third quarter. 6:38 to play here in this contest as the Lobos with Annika Lesko 4 points to inbound it. Lobo team, though, not backing down from this fight by any stretch, and there's a turnover here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. After today, the Lobos with games coming up against Ellendale and Sargent County next week Lisbon, and then number 1 rated Benson County over the holidays on December the 29th in Division B. Right now that stands as a 1-2 matchup in the state. Dakota Potratz with the basketball, goes to left, block, double team come, leaves it left and inside. Three-pointer is up off the iron, no good. Rebound to the Lobos here for Delabar. Nora Delabar gets a double team. Nora Delabar then sees a timeout here for Ben Holen, and he'll take it with 6:11 left to play in the third quarter. Highliners lead it by 6 on your livevent.com.
In 10 minutes.
Chaos.
Did you answer that email yet?
Decisions.
What if I make the wrong choice?
The weight of moving crushes.
Dad, I need a ride to practice.
Stress follows you. And the dream of a new beginning feels out of reach. Find peace. Hire the team at RE/MAX now. Visit findrealtynow.com. Yeah.
See what values-based banking can do for you. Visit Bank North. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender at Bank North. See what values-based banking again can do for you at Bank North as the Lobos call the timeout. That'll be their third timeout taken, so there's 2 more remaining for Coach Ben Holen. Lobos, though, break the press. Smith up the floor to Julia Delabar. Delabar sees us off the window, good for 2. Julia Delabar with her first field goal. Take a timeout, you get 2 points. It's a useful timeout. Potratz, right-handed side as the Lobo fans chanting defense across the way. Freeze to Potratz here in front of the Highliner bench. Potratz with it, intercepted. Smith able to rip it away from Burchell. Good defense there by Jada Smith. Guarded by Coca as this one goes to Nora Delabar. Nora in the front court, leaves it left and inside to Addie. Smith working with it, takes a ball screen by Lesko. Good switch here by the Highliners. Ball goes right-handed side to Jada. Up and over on the pass. Julia partially blocked out of bounds. Be last touch here off of Nora Delabar. 5:19 to play here in the third quarter. Valley City leads it by 4. As the Highliners with Dakota Potratz. We'll see this one crossing the timeline here with a 4-point advantage and nearly walked with the basketball. Freeze sees this one tipped into the press row. And will be Highliner basketball as Kinsley Glant will check in now for Valley City. For the Highliners after tonight, have a date with a top 5 rated team in Division A in Kindred, fresh off a win last night over Central Cass. And they'll have Wahpeton and Lisbon coming up. Lisbon will be after the first of the year. Nielsen back in her defender now. Right pocket 3 for Potratz, no. Rebound for Glant on the baseline. And then the shot clock reset, but I have to go back through as it never drew iron as the shot clock reset. So the question is, where will it be on the shot clock currently? As they talk it over here at the officials to 15. So they got that situated here for the Highliners. And they will inbound the basketball now as they handle it with Glant. Glant on the inbounds, gives it to Potratz here. Potratz taking that dribble, right-handed side, Glant. Glant at the right wing on the baseline here with 5 seconds. Leaves it with 4 seconds. Nielsen to beat the horn, got it. A deep 2 for Sky Nielsen. She's scored in every quarter now with 9. Highlanders up by 6. Lobos bringing this one in the front court. LLM driving. This will be an offensive foul on LaMoure-Litchville Marion. That'll be a charge on the way. This one will go against the Lobos. Their first foul of the quarter. And we'll see the foul across. And right now they got to get the number on who it was on LaMoure-Litchville Marion to the scores table. As the foul will be assessed on Addie Smith. That'll be her third. So right now for the Lobos, 4 players of fouls. 2 of them have 3 with Addie Smith and Julia Delabar. The other 2 have 2 with Jada Smith and Nora Delabar. They're keeping it in the family, though. 4:27 to play here in the third quarter. Right-handed side for the Highliners. Freeze with a bounce pass. There's a steal by Delabar out of bounds. Last touch, though, will be with Freeze in Valley City. Lobos here. We'll see it with Annika Lesko. As Lesko to Smith. Smith up the floor to Delabar. Nora, stop, pop, there's a foul. This one could be on Nielsen. Foul will be on Sky, her second. Well, the Highlanders 2 now on Freeze, 2 on Sky Nielsen, and that's their second of the quarter. Free throws upcoming for Nora Delabar, has 12 points in the contest. Free throw is up and off the mark. Delabar now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Is coming in will be Kaylee Nielsen, the 5'9" senior forward. And free throw attempts number 2 here for Delabar. As Delabar comes up short, rebound to Sky, outlet to Glant. Highliners going to go the other side of the floor as they do, right wing. Glant taking a couple of dribbles, now to Coca, to Sky. Nielsen jumper from 15, that'll go long. Good rebound on the way for the Lobos with Addie Smith. Smith at the near sideline, right wing, free throw line extended to Lesko. Able to reverse it to Delabar, extra pass now to Jada. Smith on the inside, Julia Delabar doubled. Lesko, extra fine. Addie, she's already hit a 3 tonight, and add another one. Addie Smith with 10. Her second made 3, and the Lobos back within 3. Kinsley Glant, front court now to Freeze. Freeze the high post to Sky Nielsen. Sky here, back to Freeze for the answer. Yes, nope, that one comes short. Freeze gets the rebound, throws it up, can't get it. Rebound to Delabar. Off the hand, that looked good for Freeze, just came up short. Lobos pushing in transition. Jada to Lesko. Lesko, bounce pass inside, and hanging there was Freeze, never saw her. Had good position by Julia Delabar, had Nielsen on her hip, just never saw that Freeze was right in front of her. So a turnover for the Lobos. Freeze in the front court, lets Nielsen set the pick. Lobos will switch this one now to Glant. Glant driving kick, Coca, right wing three-pointer, gonna go short. Good rebound here for Julia Delabar. And the Lobos, with Julia Delabar giving up the floor to Addie Smith. Smith at the right wing. Highliner fans chanting defense. Smith to Delabar here. Nora around the world to Lesko. Nora posting up. Ball gets deflected, and eventually Freeze will come away with it. Now to Glant. Glant gives this one. Kaylee Nielsen to Freeze. Here comes a three-pointer short. Rebound for the Lobos. As the Lobos with Delabar will give this to Addie Smith now. Gets by Coca in the front court. Katie Coca hustles back 33-30. High post, bounce pass. This one is still loose. Lesko comes away with it. It's on the deck with Delabar. Eventually Julia now to Smith. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Jada Smith inside of Julia Delabar. Foul before the shot. This is on the floor by Sky Nielsen, her third. Team's third, her third. See substitutions with Dakota Potratz and Burchell to come back in, while Addie Robbins will check in for the Lobos. Checking out will be Nora Delabar here for LLM, as Addie Robbins will check in. At the half, it was 28-23, not a lot of points. 5 here for the Highliners, 3 by Freeze, 2 by Nielsen in this half. Smith already has 1 3 in the quarter, and she buries another one. We're tied at 33. Addie Smith with 6 of the 10 points here for the Lobos in the quarter. Potratz, other side of the floor. Potratz spinning, dishing, Glant shooting, 3 for the answer. Make that Maddie Freeze, Freeze with the answer, 3. She's got 10. Back to Smith. Smith crossing over, leaves it left and inside to Lesko. Lesko with the basketball here at the top of the key, taking a couple of dribbles. Lesko looks for a teammate, driving kick, left wing. That goes to Addie Smith to the baseline. Robbins on the inside, and the Highliners tip this one around. Eventually ends up with Robbins. Now to Lesko. Lesko trying to drive on Freeze. Jumper from the block, no. Rebound, put back Delabar, and she gets fouled. Julia Delabar will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul will come across here on Valley City. This will be on Glant, her second. Team's 4th, and winning the window battle right now, LLM. Free throw is going to be off the mark by Julia Delabar. Now 2 of 5 from the free throw line in the tournament. Suffolk will check in for Freeze. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way is good. So Julia Delabar goes 1 of 2. She'll check out. Her older sister Nora will check in. Lobos back within 2. This one kind of has that feeling right now. First one to 50 maybe might win. Suffolk to Glantz. Back to Kinsley. Nice pass on the inside. Foul underneath. This foul will be on Nora Delabar, her 3rd. So you got 3 fouls right now on Smith, Delabar, and Delabar, and that's Addy. Team's 2nd. And a substitution as Julia Delabar will check in for Nora Delabar. Suffolk to inbound the basketball here. Fresh 35 for the Highliners. Suffolk up top, and this nearly got thrown away by Addy. Potratz to Burchell, saves it, not a Glant. Kinley Nielsen to Suffolk on a traveling violation for the Highliners. And a quick substitution here, defense for offense, as Nora Delabar to check back in. As coming out of the game here will be the Lobos with Addie Robbins. In the 3rd quarter even, you got your defense to offense substitutions here in terms of the importance of what a possession could bring. Foul here by Valley City would put the Lobos at the line in the bonus. Smith 3-on-1 bounce pass Delabar. Delabar at the left block, not Alesko. As nearly one, it was a walk, and nearly number 2, they had the 3-on-1, but just could not do anything with it. Smith inside the paint, runner from 14, no, rebound, goes to Delabar. Nora Delabar muscling her way up off the window, good for 2. Delabar with 14 points, we're tied at 36. Nielsen to Suffolk with the pass to Potratz. And there's going to be a foul. As we're going to talk it over here. There is the foul. I think they're going to talk to see if it's on the ball. Was there maybe some intentional situation here? For Nora Delabar, that's a large one because that's her 4th. Team's 3rd with 5.8 to play here in the 3rd quarter. As now you'll have Valley City to inbound it. Suffolk with 5.8 to play in the quarter. Inbounds at Potratz, right pocket 3 is short. Rebound here comes down to Delabar. Rebound to Smith. And that's how we'll end our 3rd quarter play. Tied at 36 apiece. 8 points in the quarter for the Highliners. 13 points for the Lobos. Tied at 36 as we enter the final 8 minutes of the BCT Championship.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today. A university that knows your name. Personal relationships with your professors. The tools to help you succeed. That's Valley City State University. Trusted name, affordable degrees. Visit today.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
High school basketball here tonight on yourliveevent.com. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, we're tied at 36 apiece. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Got so much fun to stay with us on our post-game report as well. The All-Barnes County tournament team will be awarded. We'll get to our free throw champ. And even from there, we'll get to more. Tied at 36 here on yourliveevent.com as we make our way to the 4th quarter with the Lobos. As LLM with Jada Smith. Also with Addie Smith, Lesko, Julia Delabar, and Addie Robbins. Nora Delabar with 4 fouls. Lobos see this one out of play. Last touch will be off of Addie Smith. Turnover here on the Lobos. Well, for Valley City, they got 3 fouls here for Sky Nielsen. You'll have Glant with Sky, Potratz, Burchell, and Suffolk into the contest here. Ball goes to Nielsen. Jumper on the way from the baseline is long. Good rebound here on the way. Saved by Suffolk. I was going to say good board by Addie Smith as Glant was trying to get the rock. Smith front court finds it. Lesko. Lesko thought about a three. Bounce pass inside. Delabar with the foul. Here goes Burchell. Tell you what, these posts know how to seal inside tonight, as Julia Delabar will head to the line to shoot two. Burchell picks up the foul, her second, team's first of the quarter. As we've been able to see both Nora and Julia Delabar work in the block. Once they got you on a hip, forget about it. And it's kind of similar to Burchell and Nielsen when it comes to Valley City, as Delabar hits the free throw and Julia gives the Lobos a 1-point lead. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in. Back-to-back free throws for Julia Delabar. Lobos lead it by 2. Nielsen gives it to Glant now. Glant to Suffolcool. Suffolcool left-handed side to Potratz. Nielsen on the baseline, skips it. Suffolcool, 3, short. Rebound in the hands of Smith. And Smith is going to rip it away, and there's a foul for Valley City. Their second of the quarter. Foul will be assessed here on Katie Burchell. So now Burchell and Nielsen both with 3 fouls here, and 2 fouls for the Highliners. As we'll see it here now, left-handed side. Lobos with the basketball. They'll handle it now with Addie Smith. High post touch for the Lobos. With the basketball, looking for a backdoor cut. Handing off now to Lesko. Lesko with the rock here, top of the key, as they'll handle this one. Lesko looking for the ball screen. They'll take it. Bounce pass goes to Robbins, looking for it on the inside. Delabar rips it through off the window. No. Rebound to Glant. Glant hustling after it. The other side of the floor goes Suffolcool. Suffolcool to Glant. Bounce pass inside Burchell. There's the seal. And Burchell will shoot 2 free throws on the other side of the floor. She's got 5 points on the night. Julia Delabar now with her 4th, team's first, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Burchell. Burchell to the line to shoot 2. Free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Burchell now with 6. Substitution into the game. Nora Delabar will check in for Julia Delabar here, as the Highlanders with a chance to tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Free throw attempts number 2 on the way here for Burchell. Burchell buries the second one. That's tied at 38. Tied at 33, 36, and 38 as of late. Nora Delabar to Lesko. Timeout here to save the possession. That's the second to last timeout for Ben Holen. And then Lobos will break as well with 6:32 left to play in the 4th.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Time out on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Bank North been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. Visit banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 38 up here with 6:32 left to play in the 4th quarter. The Valley City Highlanders with 2 fouls remaining on the opposite side. 1 foul here for the Lobos. 2 fouls again for the Highlanders. Reminder, we'll have high school basketball coverage tomorrow in North Dakota. A couple of season openers. One for Lisbon and Maple River and Tower City. 1:30 is the varsity match, and then you have Hillsborough, Central Valley, and Central Cass tomorrow as well in Castleton between the Burros and the Squirrels. Again, timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. As we're weaving our way to the 9 o'clock hour here, Lobos will bring it to the front court with Addie Smith. Pass goes to Lesko. Lesko able to spin. Suffolcool got her hand on it. Lesko hits the deck. It's still loose. Eventually, Smith finds it, and Delabar saves it before it's an over and back. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Nora Delabar going to drive. Bounce pass. Lesko with 5. Lesko with 3. Gets a shot up and in for 2. Hanukkah Lesko now with 6. Lobos lead it by 2 at the 6-minute mark. Glant in the front court. Backdoor on the fight. Suffolcool. Nice pass. Burchell, count it for the end one. Oh, what a pass by Suffolk. Burchell now at 9. That was sweet with 5:56 left to play here in the contest. And it will be fouling out of Nora Delabar, who will finish with 14 points in this contest. Her fourth. The Lobos don't go deep on the bench. You knew it was going to be a physical game, but Nora Delabar will finish with 14 points. A whale of a tournament here for Delabar as well in terms of what she did yesterday against Maple River. Free throw opportunity by Burchell is no good. Rebound comes down to the Lobos. Lobos here with Addie Smith. Reverse pivots. There's a couple of dribbles with Smith at the right wing. Addie takes the ball screen. Nielsen coming out to hedge, and there's a foul. Nielsen just was a little bit late to the party, and Sky will pick up the foul, her fourth. Team's third, and I think the free throw line will possibly make a difference in this game where both teams starting to rack up some fouls here in the quarter. Delabar to Robbins. Addie Smith at the right wing taking a couple of dribbles. Smith looking for the up and under, nothing there to Jada. Now to Lesko. Lesko probing, able to spin. Lesko, right-handed side to Delabar. Back up top to Addie Smith. Shot clock to 20. Smith going to drive. Layup is going to be blocked by Potratz, then goes on the back of Smith. Good defensive play by Potratz, as now the Highlanders with a chance to take the lead. Valley City will handle this one now to Katie with Kinsley Glantz. Glantz in the front court. Able to see this one, looking for Freeze, finds her. Freeze with a couple of dribbles here at the right wing to the short corner. Nielsen skipping this one as Burchell, extra pass to Glant. Glant with it inside the paint, off the back of the tap, can't get it. Rebound here for Annika Lesko. As you saw, Jada Smith and Burchell hit the deck. Lobos here with Addie Smith in the front court. It's loose. Next jump ball does favor Valley City, and there it comes. This game, early season tournament, you can tell both of these teams going after it. Jimmy Howard's got all 5 timeouts remaining for the Highlanders, while for Ben Holen, he just has 1 timeout remaining in comparison for the Lobos. Right-handed side is Freeze at the right wing, up top to Potratz. Potratz to Glant here at the left wing. Back up top, Freeze. College range 3 is coming. In and out, no good. Burchell put back off the window, is fouled. And Julia Delabar will foul out with her 5th. Finish with 5 points in the game, and Burchell with a couple of massive plays here in this fourth quarter, following out both Delabar sisters here with 4:35 now in the fourth quarter. Burchell with 9 points in the game. Ben Holen talking it over. And the one thing that this does do, it's going to shrink the lineup a little bit for the Lobos right now in terms of just some size. As they're taking a look at who's going to guard who right now, is bringing in more of a guard player here for the Lobos with Lily Kramer. So now it's going to be Lesko and Robbins that will have to guard the post a little bit, probably with a hint of Addie Smith. Free throw to take the lead is short, however, though, for the Highlanders. Burchell trying to get to the 10-point plateau here and give the Highlanders a 1-point lead. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Katie is good. Able to get to that aforementioned 10-point plateau, and the Highlanders do have a 1-point advantage. Lesko with a couple of dribbles. Lesko sees it, ball gets deflected by Nielsen. Potratz up to Freeze, up off the window, no. Lesko with a good defensive board and a foul by Sky Nielsen, and Sky Nielsen will foul out now for the Highlanders. Nielsen will pick up her 5th, and she'll finish with 9 points in the contest for Sky Nielsen. One thing, too, with Delabar's being out, able to control the ball at particular times and just slow it up when needed. And if you're Ben Holen, again, you don't want to burn that 1 timeout at this juncture of the game. If you do find yourself in a situation, you're kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't. If a trap comes and you just can't go anywhere. Smith up the floor. This will go to Kramer. Kramer slows it down now to Addie Smith. Lesko looking for the ball screen. They'll take it, and there's a foul on the help. And Glant coming out with the foul. That'll be her 3rd. 5th foul, so we'll see the bonus free throws coming up here for the Lobos and Addie Smith. 13 points, 2 of 4 from the free throw line is Smith. The Lobos are 7 of 13 from the stripe as a team here tonight. This to tie is good. Smith now with 14. Tied at 33, 36, 38, 40, and 41. Sounds like a bingo game. Free throw attempt number 2 is also good. They did play bingo here throughout the week in Valley City. 15 points here for Smith. The Lobos lead it by 1 at the 4-minute mark. Potratz. Right-handed side to Koka, up and over. Good hands defensively by Lesko on the front. Got the steal. Lesko to Robbins with it. Other side to Kramer. Layup is going to be short, and a board coming down to Valley City to Freeze. Freeze to Glant. Glant in the front court now for Valley City at the right wing. Passes it to Koka. Asking for it is Burchell on the inside. Potratz going to drive. Good foot, if you will, by Kramer. An inadvertent kick as the dribble by Potratz went on the left foot of Kramer. The ball was loose, and an arrow will favor the Lobos. Well, sometimes you got to look at where you place your feet. Able to do it perfectly there if you were Kramer. Smith, Kramer. Kramer pass up and over Robbins. Robbins going to slow it up now to Jada Smith. Back up top to Addie. She's hit a couple of big threes in this game. She's got 3 of them. Left-handed side to Kramer. Robbins going to make a cut. Lesko trying to flash to the high post. Able to get the ball there with 15 seconds. Lesko, they clear it out. Right-handed layup for 2. Annika Lesko now with 8. Lobos lead it by 3. The second-rated team in Division B leads the number 1 rated team in A. Glant, right-handed side goes to Koka. Koka with the skip pass to Freeze. Freeze left of the key, looking for it on the inside to Burchell. Lesko fronting. Here goes Potratz looking for the high-low. Skips it. Koka, this to tie. Right pocket. In and out, no good. Rebound, put back. Potratz, yes. Oh, where did Dakota come from? She's got 11. Robbins lost the basketball. Potratz with the steal. Freeze back to Dakota. Dakota wants the lead. Top of the key. That'll go long. Good box out on the inside. Kramer and Lesko, as Lesko able to box out Burchell. Lost the basketball here, and now it's the Lobos who will handle it now. Burchell asking for a sub when there's the next dead ball. She gets a block shot here. As going the other side goes Burchell. And the Highliners here with Potratz, and Jimmy Howard's going to call a timeout. This one is physical. Everybody needs a break. 2:07 left to play in the fourth quarter. Highliners down by 1 with the ball when we return here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we take a look at Jimmy Howard and the bench here for the Valley City Highliners. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. As right now it's 44-43. LaMoure-Litchville, Marion, but the Highliners with a quick breather able to get this one to come through. As if you would count how many times bodies have went on the floor for loose balls, for rebounds, just to help out, probably more than the actual score combined between these two teams tonight. It's been a physical brand of basketball as Katie Burchell comes out of the contest, puts that right leg against the wall, trying to stretch out, maybe with some cramps. So one of your bigger players in terms of a scorer will be out here at the moment right now, getting a little breather. As Nielsen will check in with Kinley. Potratz in the front court here. Not a freeze. Highliners down by 1. Glant with it. Back cut goes to Potratz, and this one out of play. Turnover here on Valley City. Highliners also with no Sky Nielsen and no Burchell in the lineup. You're not going to hear that a lot throughout the course of the season for Valley City. Lesko sees this one to Smith. Smith up the near sideline. That's Jada. Jada to Lesko here as Ben Holen says, let's run a set. Addie Smith slows it up. Highliners going to match up with a man-to-man. Smith And a drive leaves it left-handed side to Jada. Jada, paint opens up to the paint. Block shot on the way. Potratz, rebound Robbins, and she gets mugged. Addie Robbins to the line to shoot 2. Foul will be assessed on Valley City. Glant with her 4th. Free throws upcoming here for the Lobos and Addie Robbins. 1:32 to play in the 4th. As the crowd comes to a hush, free throw is good. Lobos making the most of their free throws in the quarter. 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Glant will come out, coming in after the quick breather is Birchall like a pit stop. Able to change the tires and come back out. Free throw attempt number 2 for Robbins is also going to make it 6 of 6 at the stripe. 6 of the 10 points in the quarter for LLM at the free throw line. They lead it here by 3. Highlanders with 7 points in the quarter. Freeze to Nielsen. Potratz, foul on Kramer. Only Kramer with her first. That's the last foul the Lobos had to give before it's a 2-shot bonus for Valley City. As Freeze will inbound it. Freeze with the basketball, bounce pass inside Potratz. It's loose, and a foul on Potratz after Smith handled it. Addie Smith looks to be all right as Potratz kind of rolled up on her, almost like a outside linebacker getting pushed by an offensive tackle into the other offensive tackle's back leg is kind of what that was. Foul on Potratz, her second. 2 free throws here for Smith. 15 points in the night for the junior guard. Free throws up, and it's good. Lobos lead it by 2 possessions. LLM free throw attempt number 2 is also good. Stone cold daggers here for the Lobos. 8 of 8 from the stripe in the 4th quarter. Potratz to Koka. Koka will handle the basketball back up top as they reverse it to Nielsen. Kaylee will give it to Potratz inside the paint, off the window, good for 2. And the Highlanders will pick up full court pressure defense. Potratz with 13, back to a 1-possession game. Lesko gets it across the half-court stripe, but with it is Birchall as she tips it out of bounds right in front of the front row. As Jada Smith had to try to go grab that basketball on that particular spot. Lobos looking for their first BCT title since 2021. Highlanders looking for back-to-back. Don't have to foul. Smith will drive, kick, left-handed side. Jada, 3, in and out, no good. Rebound Potratz, and then there's a reach and foul and bonus free throws here for the Highlanders. Foul will come across here on Lily Kramer, her second. We're in the bonus for both teams for the remainder. And going to the free throw line for Valley City is Potratz. As Potratz goes to stripe to shoot 2. Highlanders in the quarter, 3 of 4 from the stripe. Potratz misses the first. Still with 13 points. This to cut into the deficit and make it a 2-point margin. As Potratz, second free throw attempt is up and short off the iron. Rebound, Birchall, spin, shot, no. Rebound to Robbins. Robbins sees it and a foul here on Nielsen. Kinley Nielsen will pick up the foul, or Kaylee Nielsen, excuse me, will pick up the foul. That'll be her second. And free throws going for Addie Robbins. 33.4 seconds left to play here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. It's the Lobos 48, the Valley City Highlanders 45. 2 big free throws here for the senior forward in Robbins to try to get this to a 2-possession game. Free throw attempt is long. Still a 1-possession game. Highlanders with 4 timeouts. Lobos with 1. The arrow, if there's another jump ball, favors Valley City. Second free throw for Robbins is good. Lobos up by 2 possessions. Potratz in the front court. Potratz with a left-handed hit by a dribble and a timeout for Jimmy Howard. Going back to LaMoure-Litchville Marion. They're 9 of 10 from the free throw line here in the quarter. Timeout on the floor for Coach Jimmy Howard. It's a full. We'll break as well. When we come back, Highlanders with the ball, down by 4. 27.5 seconds left to play in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Championship.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
This one's been good from the jump as we take a look inside the bubble here at VCSU. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. It was a 1-point lead after one quarter for Valley City. A 5-point lead after the half for the Highlanders. Tied at 36 apiece after 3 quarters of play. And now it's LaMoure-Litchville Marion with a 49-44 lead over Valley City with 27.5 seconds left to play. No Nora Delabar or Julia Delabar. They fouled out for the Lobos. No Sky Nielsen for Valley City as she fouled out as well. Potratz to inbound it here on the near sideline. You don't need a 3, just need something quick. 3 timeouts left for Valley City. Coming through the screen was Freeze. Able to switch it. Freeze with the basketball, gives it to Potratz here. Trying to see it up and over on the pass to Burchell. It's loose, and Lesko jumps it, gets the steal. Potratz with the tip out of bounds, and last touch off of Addie Smith. But 18.5 seconds now on the clock, and Jimmy Howard wants another timeout. Time does come off. That's the good news if you're a Lobo fan. Good news if you're a Highlander fan. You get the ball. Another chance for Coach Howard to drop a play and see what you can do. Lesko has done a really good job after both Nora and Julia Delabar fouled out, where she is full fronting or just semi-fronting and timing it perfectly to get her hand up and either tip or get the steal here for Valley City. Annika Lesko has done a really good job again in the last couple of minutes defensively here tonight for the for the Lobos right now, as they're trying to see if they can fend off the Valley City Highlanders. It's Division B number 2 team in the state against the number 1 team in Division A. With it here on the baseline goes Potratz. Potratz with it to Burchell, and there's a foul here on the Lobos trying to get through the screen. We'll see free throws upcoming. The foul will be on Lesko. She's got fouls to give, though. That's her first. And it's going to the free throw line is Kaylee Nielsen, the senior forward. Her first free throw attempt of the night. Need one to make it at least a 1-possession game here for Valley City. Nielsen free throw is good. 2 timeouts left for Valley City, 1 for the Lobos. Second free throw for Valley City to make it a 2-point game. Nielsen misses. Rebound, Lobos. Addie Smith in the backcourt. There's a foul, and Smith will head to the free throw line to try to put this game away, potentially for LLM. Smith at the stripe here. 6 of 8 from the free throw line. The foul on Nielsen, her third. It's Kaylee Nielsen again. Free throw attempt here for Smith. 17 points. Now with 18. It makes it a 2-possession game with 14.7 left to play in the contest. Said first one to 50 might win it. Midway through the third. First one to 50, the Lobos, and Smith with some big-time free throws there for the Lobos. Potratz in the front court. Potratz taking the screen, and a timeout here for Jimmy Howard. And 7.4 seconds remaining, and the number 2 team in Division B leads it over Division A, and the number 1 team in the state in A in the Valley City Highlanders, 51-46. The third place game saw Division B Maple River over Division A Northern Cass, and in the championship, it could be Division B flexing their proverbial muscle here tonight inside the bubble in Valley City. The Lobos looking to get to 3-0 on the season as well for the Highlanders. This would be an early season contest, and if you talk with coaches early on the season, all about putting your teams in different situations, playing maybe some different styles throughout the course of the year as well. This is one of those games where they're going to learn from, and also they're going to play each other a little bit later on this season in LaMoure as well for part 2. That should be a fun one in LaMoure between these two teams. Potratz on the near sideline to inbound the basketball, gives it to Burchell. Burchell with the rock back to Potratz here. They got to get a shot off. Burchell to Potratz, three-pointer no, rebound. Burchell put back off the mark, and the number 2 team in Division B in LaMoure-Litchville Marion knocks off the number 1 team in Division A in Valley City tonight here from the BCT title game. The Lobos 51, Valley City 46, and for the first time for LaMoure-Litchville Marion since the 2021 season, they are the champs of the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. 51-46. What a whale of a game between these two teams. Lobos, 15 points in the fourth quarter, 10 points for Valley City. LLM in the fourth quarter went 11 of 12 from the free throw line as they win at 51-46. It's now time to get to our play of the contest, and that is the charity stripe, brought to you in part by Agassi Feature Precision Egg. It's the free throw line. The Lobos went 5 of 11 in the first 3 quarters, but when it mattered most in the fourth, they go 11 of 12 from the charity stripe. The free throw line is the play of the contest here, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer at Agassi Precision Egg. Go to planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. From there, we get to our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Kind of a 1-2 combination. Addie Smith with 19 points to finish the game off here for the Lobos. She is part of that, but also Anna Kolesko and what she did defensively down the stretch here tonight, particularly when Julia and Nora Delabar fouled out of this game. 51-46. Lesko with a couple big defensive plays down the stretch. She brought the energy. Brought to you in part by Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. As they go through the particulars here in this one, as they will get to the free throw tournament champ, the sportsmanship award, and the all-tournament team as well. Last year, Violet Richmond was the free throw champ. This year, it's Addie Robbins here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion, as Robbins goes 25 of 25 from the free throw line. Congratulations to Addie Robbins of LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Again, she is your free throw tournament champ. One more time here for the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos here in this one. So Addie Robbins, kind of apropos, as here in the championship game, she would go 3 for 4 from the stripe. And you get to the sportsmanship award here in a moment as well. And your 2025 sportsmanship award on the way are the South Porter Mustangs, as they finish in 7th place with their win over the Warwick Lady Warriors here earlier today. We'll also get to the final numbers here in a moment, as they will go through the all-tournament team as well. This year is a 10-person all-tournament team, with the Barnes County all-tournament team is selected by the coaches. Voting is based only on the play in the BCT, and goes to the Barnes County tournament. If you receive a technical foul, which there was no technical fouls, you're automatically disqualified via sportsmanship. So that's also a note as well. So we will go through the order here of the all-BCT team. As from Northern Cass, Olivia Olson from Northern Cass. From Maple River, able to see Abigail Kaloran here from Maple River, as Kaloran was part of the all-BCT tournament team. Maddie Freeze from Valley City will join her as well. So Liv Olson, Abby Kaloran, Maddie Freeze, Sky Nielsen from the Valley City Highliners. We'll also see from Valley City in Dakota Potratz. Those are the Highliners, with 3 members on this team so far. And from LaMoure-Litchville Marion, Nora Delabar here for the Lobos. Liv Olson from Northern Cass, Abby Kaloran from Maple River, Freeze, Nielsen, and Potratz from Valley City, and Nora Delabar from the Lobos. These are all unanimous selections here, with Addie Smith from LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Annika Lesko here on the way from LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Also with her, Violet Richmond from the Maple River Raiders. And also on the all-unanimous selection is Katie Burchell from the Valley City Highlanders. Again, congratulations goes out to the all-tournament team. One more time, LaMoure-Litchville Marion with Addie Smith and Annika Lesko, part of the all-unanimous selection. Violet Richmond from Maple River and Katie Burchell as well. So the Highlanders have 4 members on the team. LaMoure-Litchville Marion gets 3, 2 from Maple River and 1 from Northern Cass with Olivia Olson. Again, that is the all-tournament team here in the Barnes County selection with these 10 members selected here in this one. As coming up, we'll get to the team awards here in a moment. Final numbers for the Lobos: 19 points in the way for Addie Smith and 8 rebounds. 12.7 boards for Nora Delabar. You also had 8 points, 3 rebounds for Annika Lesko. 7 points for Julia Delabar with 5 rebounds as well. 2 points for Jada Smith here tonight. 3 points for Addie Robbins. Valley City led by the 13 points, 4 rebounds from Dakota Potratz. 10 points, 10 rebounds from Katie Burchell. 10 points, 2 boards for Maddie Fries. 9 points, 4 rebounds for Sky Nielsen. 3 points, 2 boards for Katie Koka. And 1 point here for Kaylee Nielsen as well for the Valley City Highlanders. That, again, is your stats in this one. The Highlanders shoot 33% from the floor, 5 of 22 from the three-point line, 7 of 16 from the stripe, 27 rebounds, 12 assists to 17 turnovers. Lobos shoot 38% from the floor at 16 of 42, 3 of 11 from 3 and 16 of 23 from the free throw line. 29 rebounds, 5 assists, and 18 turnovers for the Lobos, as the Valley City Highlanders coming out and taking their second place Barnes County Tournament award, and now it'll be the Lobos for the first time since 2021 here for LLM, as they will take the trophy here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. And congratulations to Ben Holman's club as they improved to 3-0 on the season. Well, for the Valley City Highlanders, they will drop to 2-1 on the year, as the Lobos again will take the hardware here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion, part of the 80th annual Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. Nora Delabar with Annika Lesko and Addie Smith here, able to bring the trophy to their side, and we'll celebrate a little bit more here tonight for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. All that I know, this puts a bullet on the back of the Lobos going forward for Division B teams. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from the victorious members of the winning team in a few moments. That and more to come on your live event.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations: KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to dickeymarionins.com or call 701-669-2330.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Congratulations again goes to the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion, as you see it right there with the trophy of the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament to Coach Ben Holen, Andy Delabar, Coach Smith, and this basketball club here for the Lobos. The number 2 team in the state in Division B knocks down Division A number 1 team 51-46, and in doing so, able to take the hardware and a little bit of a couple of trophies here and celebrate tonight here in Valley City, as they're the BCT tournament champs and also able to win this one here tonight on your live event.com. When we come back here in a moment, we'll hear from a couple of members of the victorious Lobos as well. One more time, the all-tournament team goes to Liv Olson from Northern Cass, Abby Kaloran from Maple River, Maddie Fries from Valley City, Sky Nielsen from Valley City, Dakota Potratz from the Highlanders, Nora Delabar from LaMoure-Litchville Marion, Addie Smith from LaMoure-Litchville Marion, and Annika Lesko as well. Maple River with Violet Richmond and Katie Burchell here from Valley City, part of the All-BCT team. We'll take a quick break, and we come back around the corner. We'll hear from the victorious Lobos coming up next on your LiveVent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you, from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download the app to make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. And with winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. LaMoure Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear and gifts for everyone in the family. Don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products. Located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more, go to LaMourDrugstore.com, LaMourDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to LaMoure Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hot Shot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their Sweet Pickins section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com.
As we come back on the post-game show, a couple happy, victorious LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos might have to go out in the snow and rest a little bit with some ice here, able to pick up the victory and get to 3-0 on the season. Again, with us, Addie Smith, able to finish with 19 points, and alongside Annika Lesko, defensively having to guard Burchell there in the last couple of minutes, also with 8 points as well. We'll start with the closest here, Addie. Just take us through the environment of a game like this. You know, the number 1 team in the state in A against the number 2 team in the state in B with you guys. What was the environment like through 4 quarters of basketball here in this one?
It was so fun. I mean, these are the moments we live for. These are the games that get you ready for postseason. So this is just exactly what we want.
A couple of three-pointers were large in that third quarter to tie the game at 36 apiece. Just take us, what was the message from Coach Holen and company going into that fourth quarter with this, you know, being even at 36 apiece?
Just keep shooting and stay calm and play our game.
Annika, just take us through about Nora and Julia Delabar foul out. So it's you and Miss Robbins down there trying to figure out who's going to guard a Sky Nielsen or a Katie Burchell. Just how physical was the game on the inside, particularly there in the waning moments against Katie Burchell, Annika?
Yeah, they're just great players. So it's going to be a physical game no matter who's guarding them. But I have to give them credit. They're just great. But, yeah, when Nora and Julia both were out, it's like, okay, now I got to step up. But we prepare and practice like that, so I think we were ready for it.
A couple of really good games here, back-to-back days against Maple River and Valley City. Annika, what'd you learn from your team in 2 really high-level basketball games early on in the season?
I mean, we just trust each other. The chemistry is great. We just have to play our game, stay calm, and it'll take care of itself.
Addie, what's a trait that best describes this team early on in the season? Obviously, there's just, you know, a handful of games. What's something you really like about this club so far?
Our effort and gritty. I think, yeah.
What's it like playing with someone like Annika Lesko, kind of like a Swiss Army knife out there? How much fun is that for you as a teammate?
I love it. I know I can count on her at any minute, so.
And for you here, Annika, same question. What's it like seeing Addie, hit a couple of threes, and also at the free throw line going 6 of 6 in the fourth quarter, and the team going 11 of 12 in the fourth quarter? Just what's it like playing with Addie?
Man, you can always trust her, like, no matter what. Sometimes they're just like, get it to Addie, let her take care of it. But no, she's just such a great player, and you can always count on her to get the job done.
As you move forward, now you'll have games with Ellendale coming up on Tuesday, Sargent County Lisbon, and the number 1 team in Division B coming into this week with Benson County as well. What's the one thing you want to take forward from this one moving forward, Addie, as you're right back into the swing of things on Tuesday with district basketball?
Just play our game. Every step, every point, everything matters, so go after everything with high momentum and 100% effort.
Annika, same question to you. Just what's something you want to take moving forward for the rest of the season?
Back to work. Work's not finished. We got a lot to go.
So are you guys getting the weekend off from Coach Holland, or are you back in the gym tomorrow?
We'll see.
Should be a lot of fun. Addie, congratulations. Annika, congratulations. Best of luck moving forward.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll take a quick break and continue with more after this here in Valley City.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Again, the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos able to win this contest here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com, 51-46, your final, as they're able to come away with the victory. And in doing so, they will be now 3-0 on the season. Going to be interesting because it's one of those games where for both teams, you probably would like to have 1 or 2 possessions back, a couple of different situations back here in this one, but the Lobos pick up the win, and in doing so, get to 3-0 on the season. And you could argue if this was the NCAA tournament and resumes that the Lobos have one of the more impressive wins on the season when it comes to high school girls basketball in the state of North Dakota. 51-46 is your final here in this one, as LaMoure-Litchville Mary now gets ready for a date with the Ellendale squad on Tuesday at Sargent County on Thursday. While for the Valley City Highlanders, they will play next at home against the Kenner Vikings on Monday before tangling with the Wahpeton Huskies on December the 22nd as well. So big thanks to all of our sponsors who allowed us to be here, the folks behind the scenes with Calvin Kraft, the commissioner of the BCT. Thanks as well to those with Steve Olson, and alongside with them, able to help us out just a little bit here in this one with a company, with a couple of others here behind the scenes with Valley City, with Paul McDonald, just continuing to help us through a little bit here on YourLiveEvent.com within the Barnes County basketball tournament. So the Lobos now 3-0 in the season. The Highlanders up to 2-1. Earlier in the third place game, it was the final of Maple River able to defeat Northern Cass 57-44 for third. The fifth place game, one more time, went to the Enderlin Eagles 38-35 over Weimar Lidgewood, and South Border with the 47-15 win over Warwick. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach, that is Ben Holman. Then we'll put a bow on our coverage here from the Girls Barnes County Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
As we get the head coach here for the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville, Marion, that's Ben Holland joining us here, is able to take a look at the stat sheet here. Ben, I don't know what maybe stands out as stats. You had 3 players combined foul out, the pair of Delabars for you, Sky Nielsen here for Valley City. What was the one thing in this basketball game that allowed the Lobos to come away on top, do you think, with 4 quarters of basketball here?
That's tough to say. I like the way we just kind of found a way to figure it out. It was a back and forth. We knew coming in that it would be very much back and forth. They are who they are for a very specific reason. They're phenomenal. They're physical. They're deep. They play around their bigs well. They move the ball. Their shot selection's generally pretty sound. Their press is as good as any that we've seen and maybe as good as any that we will see. I look at the sheets and turnovers stands out. You asked for a positive one. I'm proud of the way we just found a way to get it done. But turnovers, we turned it over 18 times. The goal was certainly to have less than that.
Yep.
But, sometimes we forget to give the other team credit. Their press is phenomenal. We made some bad decisions, some ill-advised ones, throwing from our heels, not meeting passes, little things that we can definitely and need to clean up. But their press is phenomenal. And so 18 turnovers is a sign that we've got to sharpen up. But it's also a sign that they're a fantastic full-court defense.
Without question. You go 11 of 12 from the free throw line when you needed it most in the 4th quarter, right?
Yeah.
When you hit some big-time free throws. Let's talk about Addie Smith. A couple of monster threes there in the 3rd quarter to keep it tied at 36 apiece. She goes 6 of 6 in the 4th quarter from the free throw line. Just kind of what did you see from Addie throughout the course of this game? Just to kind of be steady, Eddie, and have the opportunities when they arose that she kind of took the most out of them, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, poise, and that's who we need her to be. There was a few moments. I think they had it up to 6. Is that correct?
Yep.
And they might have gotten to that at a couple times. And Addie Smith and Annika in particular, and Nora when she was in there prior to fouling out, they had a good sense of when it was time for them to go make a play for us. And Addie, poise. I thought for the most part in the first half she was attacking well and in the mindset we wanted her to be in. It was just the reads. Maybe the kick was there and she shot it. Maybe the shot was there and she kicked. It was just her feel wasn't quite what it normally is, and that could be fatigue. Early season,
Yep.
2 games in a row. We played an awesome team last night in Maple River, and then we played, again, another awesome team in Valley. So some of it might be fatigue, but, just the fact that she kept her cool, the poise, and kind of led us home. But everybody stepped up. Rob played big minutes. Addie Robb, number 22. Lily Kramer, number 3, got thrown in there
Yep.
and held her own. It's not easy when you're scrambling with rotations that you haven't played with much. And I thought for early in the season and given the environment and, the early season stakes, which are really inconsequential come long term, but early season, it was a good environment. And for them to get thrown in and respond, I was proud of them.
I'll ask you 2 more questions, Ben, then let you go and enjoy the weekend here. How about Annika Lesko? To your point, Nora and Julia foul out early in the 4th quarter, and rightfully so. You knew it was going to be a battle with Nielsen on the inside, Sky and Katie Burchell with those 2, and Sky fouls out. But Annika Lesko fronting or kind of having that half front and getting a hand there on Burchell, getting a tip, getting a steal, making it difficult. As much as she made some timely plays offensively tonight, just talk about what she did when she really had to, go on Burchell one-on-one with the last couple minutes there with, both Delabars, on the bench fouling out.
Gosh, you're sharp. I feel like you're spot on with all these takes. I don't know that you need me. We're fortunate to have a third body to throw at Burchell because she's as good of a big as we've seen and maybe as good of a big as we will see. The Delabars both did a good job on her. And then Annika, what I love most is that in crunch time, she came up and wanted that assignment. She was the one asking for that assignment. She said, I can take her, and she wanted to know which specific coverage, so to speak, we were in. But I loved the fact that in that moment she wanted it. That's what a leader does. She's one of our captains for a reason, and we feed off of her just like we feed off of Addie Smith and Nora Delabar, and the rest of them do their job. We've got a long ways to go, man. You look at this sheet.
Yep.
I could go coach mode on you and pull out, 5 to 7 things that just jump off the page. But early in the year, you just want to compete. You want to compete and continue to get better. So our message is enjoy it. It was a fun week, a well-run tournament, and we just want to get back to work after getting a little rest this weekend.
The 3 games in, you're 3-0. You still got, again, Ellendale coming up on Tuesday for district play. You got the Bulldogs, you got the Broncos, and a number 1 team in Division B in Benson County over the holiday break as well. What's the one thing, though, to your point, Ben, playing 2 really quality opponents that you want to take moving forward here throughout the rest of the month before you turn the calendar over to the 2026 schedule?
Oh, man. You asked for how many?
I'm just saying, what's the one thing you want to take from, this particular
positive
24, 48
Sorry,
hours of basketball?
I'm still dwelling on.
You still got a lot of games, like you said, to play, albeit it's still early. But what's the one thing that you kind of learn from your team that you want to take with them, going forward?
No, I got you. I'm honestly still hung up on the 18 turnovers a little bit. Just the fact that when we play the right way and we are disciplined and we're sound in assignment basketball, I mean, we have a lot we can get better at. That's for sure. We are so far from a finished product, but we have potential.
Yep.
We have a special opportunity to compete and see where it leads us. But like I said, this is fun. These early season tournaments are extremely fun because it gets everybody basketball fever. It gets everybody into the swing of it. It's a little lonely those first few weeks when it's only the girls team that's into hoops and everyone kind of trickles in behind. But now everyone's kind of getting into it. So it's fun. It's a great experience. And to play 2 great teams is beneficial. That's what we want. But after that, yeah, we're going to watch the film like we watch any other game. And we're going to start to nitpick. And we're going to start to look at things that we didn't do very well and that we can adjust. Our girls have the right mindset. They're good about constructive criticism. They're good about wanting to get better. And, I'm just proud of them. I guess I could stop rambling at you now, but just proud of the fact that they, fought through 2 tough opponents. But truly, and I don't mean to be too cliche, but it's learn from this and then rest and back to work.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
Yeah,
so.
You got a game on Tuesday
Yep.
against Ellendale. Ben, congratulations on the win. Enjoy this one, and best of luck throughout the rest of the year.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for all the coverage.
And again, Ben Holen with us here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Thanks so much for tuning into our broadcast. Join us for the boys contest coming up in January. Until then, I'm Chase Miller on behalf of Joey Hughes. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and join us for more sports on your LiveVent.com.